Jeanette, I have this little list of tasks that I need you to complete this week.
Ms. Gardner, I just want to remind you that I'll be off the week after this one for my vacation. I put my request in a few months back and it was approved.
I remember, but I'd like you to make sure you complete this little task before you go.
Okay.
Hello?
Judy, it's Jeanette. Do you have time to talk?
Sure, what's going on?
I came back from my vacation today and I was fired.
Oh
I was
my
shocked.
God.
I don't understand why I was fired.
What happened?
Well, a few weeks ago, I reminded my boss that I had vacation a week out, and she gave me this list of 10 things she said I had to complete before I could go on my trip. I only got 8 of them done, so when I got back from my trip, she fired me. Can you believe that? That's not fair.
Oh, that's really hard. Can I ask you a couple quick questions, Jeanette, just so I know?
I had already had permission to go on my trip. It wasn't fair for her to tell me that I had to do these 10 things before I could go. She's lucky I even got 8 of them done for her.
Yeah, I know it seems that way. Let me just ask you a quick question. When she told you you had to get all those things done, did you say anything like, even inside yourself, like, do I want to do all 10? What am I feeling about this? Did you take any pauses?
Well, no. I had no choice. She's my boss.
Okay, so that's what it seems like, but we always have choices. So what happened was that you decided that you had to do it, and yet part of you was resentfully complying with her, and part of you was also thinking, she should be glad that I did 8. And so you were a little bit in both resentful compliance and rebellion. Can you see that now?
Yeah, but I shouldn't have had to do those tasks to go on my vacation. She was wrong for asking that of me.
Yeah, it's really tempting when this kind of thing happens to blame the other person, but what I want you to see is that when you come from this place of being really small and I don't have choices and she's the big bad boss, you'll actually do things that will sabotage yourself and the team, and it's a felt thing in the team. And so that's what happened to you, and that's why you got fired. I'm really sorry because this is a terrible consequence, but I just want you to understand that I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Well, I guess if I thought about it, I probably would have said to her, hey, I had already received approval to go on vacation. I'll try and do the tasks, but I'm not agreeing that I have to complete them in order to go on my trip.
Yeah.
How about if I check in with you midweek and see if I can or cannot complete them so that you or I can get others involved to finish them? Does that work for you?
That would have been a great thing. The only thing is I want to just say this to you is when you sit with what am I feeling and what do I want, there's not going to be all that kind of snideness in your voice. So you just get to peace where whatever you go with her, come to peace with it so that you're calm and you're adult and you're accountable with it. And that way she can take it in and say, okay, let's talk about that. But what happens is even if we come with an attitude, it's still us playing small, like they're the big bad boss. So I think it's a great idea, and it sounds like right now you've kind of thought it through and those are the things you would want to say. Just make sure you put yourself in the frame of mind where you're owning that decision.
I really thought I had no choice.
Yeah. Well, this is a hard lesson, but it's a really important one. You always have choice. And you want to respect yourself as much as you do anyone else around you. So I'm glad that you called and we got to talk it out, and I'm real sorry it happened, but that's probably what happened.
I wish I knew this then.
Yeah.
I mean, I have been blaming her, but now I see my part.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the fact that you're willing to look. And that's why we're all here doing this work, because you guys will have a better understanding of how to really show up in these kind of situations.
Thanks, Judy.
Good to talk to you, Jeanette.